you lost the best of 3. But best of 5s is when the better player really shines. So we see Sicca just not avoiding the stomps, though he kind of should have died for that there, but gets out of it.
What would you say is the biggest thing Marths have to look out for in this matchup? You know, Ganon can sometimes hit you off guard.
Sure. Yeah, so how I view this matchup is that when Ganon is above you, you really want to use fair. You want to try to avoid, like, you know, full off stomps, just move. Like, don't try to challenge it. And then when you're ground to ground level, like, Nair in place is just beats all of Ganon's grounded option. So just like playing reactive in a sense on where are they positioned, hit them this way and try to avoid as many gimmicks as possible. Kind of like that. Like, you know, there's really no reason why Marth should really get hit there, other than you just didn't know the position.
How's the edge guarding in this matchup? Sorry. How is, I guess, recovering as Marth? Is getting hit by Ganon's, you know, the Tipman common?
So it really depends on whether or not Marth has a double jump. Because Ganon actually stuff like that.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, so it really depends on if Marth has a double jump. Marth does not have a double jump. He really actually struggles recovering back on stage. But if you have a double jump, you can usually recover low and be completely fine.
So I noticed you actually said when when Ganon's above you, you like to use fair rather than up air, or just
fair is much more reliable because a funny little quirk about Marth's up air is that his hand sticks out during the rising part of his up air. So because Ganon is very likely going to try to come down with a dare, you're probably going to get hit.
That's actually
your hand gets exposed. So we see Sicca actually being a little too conservative at edge guards because Ganon's down B is very vulnerable. You can just go out there and up B him, and he's kind of just getting hit for free like that dare. You should be moving. You can't just stand there against Ganon. This is like an example of the gimmick that, you know, get like lower tier characters, I mean, they will hit you with that if you don't know it.
We see Sicca trying to punish it, but he didn't want to fully commit off stage. I feel like he just takes like a sour spot fair, and Ganon would be too low to even try to recover again.
Yep, if you don't spike Ganon with a dare or hit him with a strong move like up B, you're gonna give him a lot of chances. Like, he really shouldn't have taken that 20% because like he just hung around in that area. But you know, he doesn't know. It's hard to adjust melee on the fly. We see him getting full hop bait. Like, you know, they could trip up anyone if you don't know what to expect.
I also think that Ganon's crouch cancel options aren't very strong in this matchup, right? I feel like everything would be too slow to react to, to deal with Marth's dashback, or just the spacing correctly in general.
You really need the platforms in this matchup as Ganon, because as you see, if you've noticed how he's been getting most of his hits, it's through like the full hop vertical plays or wave lighting off the platforms to like kind of get that surprise hit. We might see it right now.
Actually, while playing, you brought it up earlier, you were playing Epic Murloc, so you have a lot of Ganon experience in this instance. But I noticed that Ganon's really like to play off the just edge canceling or sliding off the platform.
Yeah, because that's like his only immediate burst options. Like, because like, what is he gonna do? Shore up straight at you and then fair? Like, that's just way too long of an option.
Also, definitely allows the Ganons to throw out multiple aerials in a very small amount of time, like you see right there. As long as you recognize. He's successfully baiting full up there.
Yep. Yeah, like if you don't know how to beat that move straight up, then you will get baited because it looks like you could whip punish it. It's so deceptive of a move. Okay, we see Sicca not getting hit by that stomp this time. Despite him kind of getting tripped up a lot of little baits and positioning. He has a lead, but it might just go away just right now.
Oh, yeah. He used up one side B.
Yeah, he has a triple jump. Oh!
Unfortunate. A single hit, I'm pretty sure will kill Marth. If not, lead him into a very potent edgeguard situation.
We see him being a lot more reserved. And, he chose that time to, no double jump. He's gonna get punched.
You hate to see
So, in my opinion, all I saw was basically the Marth just getting hit in spots where you don't need to get hit, such as like just being within Waveland range. Like, there's no reason why Marth can't just do a stalemate. Like, oh, if you might waveland off fair here, I could just put out a fair, and you will automatically lose to that because I have a sword as Marth. And stuff like getting stomped through the side platform, instead of trying to challenge the move, you could just move, like just dash dance around it. So like we saw like probably like 2 stocks worth of free damage on the Ganon's end, and it just turned out to be a 1-stock game. And because there's no platforms here, a lot of Ganon's approaches are really limited. He's gonna have to rely on full-out baits and hope that Sicca doesn't try to beat it straight up.
I definitely feel like Sicca is just not taking advantage of his range. He's just giving Ganon way too much respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I am starting to notice that more and more. But
Ooh, gets the double jump.
could have pushed that a lot further. Juggling Ganon is a little weird because he's heavy, so like it's actually possible that Ganon could just hit you before you could even get out any move. But if you can get into a Joker position, it's pretty juicy. But we see Sicca dropping the ball a little.
Reads the roll from ledge.
Yep.
You said it earlier, but I think that a lot of Sicca's another part of problem for Sicca here is that he gets these hits and he does not convert off it. You saw him on the battlefield end his string fairly early with like a forward smash when he definitely could have taken NoFlux off stage into a horrible situation.
I think Sicca is maybe a little nervous right now. Like we saw a lot of like little misspacing stuff. Like he missed the up B on the edge guard earlier. He tried to tech chase side B. Like that's usually a misinput that you actually really meant to up B because it makes no sense to side B in a tech chase scenario.
Ooh.
And yeah, like making misjudgment calls like that. Our shielding S smash again is fair. Like good luck with that, dude.
Oh, that was perfect for Sicca to punish, and he
not the spot to Wizard's kick there.
I feel like NoFlux has been getting really greedy with his is it wizard kicks, wizard foot? One of the two. He also did it on the left side. He definitely is doing it way too close to the stage. And I think, if his opponent isn't punishing him...
By the way, you mentioned how Ganon has difficulty CCing, but we saw earlier that Sicca just tried to do a resing fair and he just immediately CC grabbed that. CC works if the Marth is not being spaced at his moves. Oh, kind of let go a little too early. That was a guaranteed edge card because Marth had no double jump. But Marth also has a pretty hard time getting off the ledge. As we see here, like he's really pushing a disadvantage, and edge guarding Marth could sometimes be a little rough when he has his double jump, especially. But like that's okay if your ledge tracking is good.
That was an unfortunate call on the forward smash. I gotta think that was a missed input. At 50%, and Ganon's pretty heavy. He's not really gonna be sent anywhere. That's not a... The risk was definitely not worth the reward there.
I could feel for Sicca that like this is such a rough spot to be in, and he catches him without double jump, but you gotta always look out that Ganon's will down B there. See how he does this?
Still alive.
Sending Ganon up there is actually not great because stuff like that. His precision here is not working out.
Would you say the choice to go here is a tipper F smash, or?
You really don't want Ganon to just down B for free. And I've seen Sicca kind of just let him do that.
So what do you think Sicca's choice for ledge?
He's actually going out there, but he's not being precise enough. Like he's just really off of his up B timing, and he's getting reversaled off of it. So it's really a matter of execution that he's missing at this point. Because before he was letting him off stage, and just letting him recover for free. But he's starting to go out there a little more, he's just a little off.
Catches Ganon.
Kind of missing the tech chase and getting reversaled.
It's not a lost cause here. Sicca definitely can make this back. Oh no, this is
it's
getting
really
rough.
just all about...
Oh, then there's the double jump.
Yeah, it's really all about unfamiliarity, and if you could kind of get it, even at the last second, like a reverse 3-0 is even a decent possibility. It's just that, can you figure it out? That's the question, and we'll see.
Do you think neutral being has more merits than forward smashing? Oh no.
You know, you need the right up B hitbox too. Not only do you need to hit them, you need to get the strong part. Neutral B is good if they recover high, but when they recover low, it's possible for them to wall tech, as we saw earlier in game 1, I believe. So it's good to kill them if they recover high, but not necessarily for low. So overall, we saw that actually NoFluxes was making well with his ground mix-ups, actually, because like he was doing waveland jabs. Like he was short hopping backward and wave landing jab because he saw that Sicca wasn't really controlling space. So FD is actually completely fine because Sicca is not really controlling his ground level very well. So we'll see. What's Fallon is also not a bad choice, but FD is excellent. Just as long as like you don't let Ganon just you could deal with his full hop game well, and you could deal with his wavelands on the ground level as well. He should be dead here.
Oh, no down air! I think he could have just automatically converted that into a down air, right? There was no need for the back air?
Right. He might be unfamiliar with like the weight, because how you hit the sword on heavier characters, there's a little bit more delay, and he's maybe more used to hand comboing spacies, but when he hits something like Ganon, you need to wait a little longer.
I think also something that's very unfortunate is that Sicca's not hitting Ganon before Ganon touches the ground. Definitely allowing Ganon to get that double jump, more height, gets to down B again.
In other words, he's trying to whip punish. Gets across the S smash. That's an opportunity.
Ooh,
finally gets it. This might be the game changer. Now that he's like starting to get this a little bit more consistently.
This set will be uploaded to Kadoran's Patreon, by the way.
It'll be uploaded to Team Oxy. Thanks Fenty for it.
I'm trying to skamoozle the viewers, dude.
I gotta milk them. We see the Nair. The Nair, if you space it on Ganon's shield, there's not much Ganon can do. Starting to see that a little better. Gets Tipper, but would like to see the Ken combo for a more immediate kill.
Ooh,
not reacting to drift.
Kadoran, I know that you like to definitely choose when you use forward smash and forward tilt as your option near the ledge. Do you think there can be some variance added here?
Yeah, forward tilt comes out faster and it comes out below. Like, if you notice how S smash comes out, it comes out a little slower because it comes out from the top and then to the left, whereas forward tilt comes from below and it's really fast. And sometimes, like, it's actually situationally better as a move because it doesn't send you up. It doesn't send you up,
right? I was thinking that.
So like that kind of weakens Ganon's down B.
Gets the double jump. Oh, but Ganon touches the ground. Off stage.
Great damage.
What do you think about
respect that?
Sorry. What do you think about Marth grabbing the ledge in this matchup while Ganon's trying to recover? Or do you think Marth should always be on stage when ledge guarding?
Usually, he should remain on stage because. What a stop. You should usually remain on stage because grabbing ledge is only good if they can't get on stage. If they get on stage and they get the double jump back, then it's like, what did I really accomplish? Oh man, he really wants that tipper, but Marth doesn't really have any true confirms off of throws. Like, he has advantage positions and tech chasing stuff, but you can't really usually true combo with a forward smash like that, and we see Sicca being a little overwhelmed, getting hit by down B, not really sure what to do against that waveland jab. Yeah, just kind of sitting there, being like, what did I do?
So in those instances, do you still try to challenge with forward air?
You see Sicca recovering low, by the way. That's how you recover versus Ganon if you still have your double jump. But what did you say?
I was gonna say, in that instance, Sicca just tried to challenge Ganon's back air and definitely lost. In there, would you try to meet Ganon in the air with the forward